Hi everyone. I hope everyone is great today. Anyway, I have something to show you, and this is based on the truth. So one time about 3 or 4 years ago, I had this realization that I was at a job, I was working at a school, and I told my colleague, it was 8 o'clock in the morning, I said, I just realized something. When I look at you, I don't see you through my eyes. I see you. Your appearance is inside my dark brain. And he's told me to go away. He said it was too early in the morning. Later, a couple months, he said he was thinking about that, and he said it's true. Everything we see is inside our mind, and this is it. A lot of people are really waking up to this. Everything takes place inside our mind. So this information right here, we really are photons operating near material bodies. This is true. Photons. And look, we are photons made in the image and likeness of the supreme photon we call God. And just think, inside our dark brain, we see light. That is just so fantastic. So this site is called, let me show you. See up here, right up here, hiddenmeanings.com. Fascinating, fascinating site. I just am learning about this guy. The guy who set up this site is wonderful. His name is Bill Donahue, and it will not interfere with your religious beliefs, whatever it is. It's simply the way our body is set up and works. Our eyes, our ears, our electrical magnetism, and our photons. So amazing. Anyway, the reason I started looking at photons is because I watched some different videos that got me going. For example, those were videos like this, chem webs. Chemwebs and chemtrails. I've taken plenty of pictures of chemtrails myself, and what is this stuff, and what is falling out of the sky? So this is in England, this is James Mulholland, this is in Nebraska. Chemical web-like things are falling out of the sky all over the place. And then look at this. This is Super Delta Bravo. Actually, I thought this looked like DNA, so I started to look up things like photons and DNA, nanotechnology and photons, DARPA and photons, DARPA and photons and DNA, things like that. Found some really fascinating things. Here is one, Orgasmic. She goes on a morning walk and she found all these chemwebs all over the place. Just listen to her for a second. It's just crazy.
Webs. Look at this. I have never seen anything like this in my life before. The whole field, everywhere that you can see, everywhere is webs.
Now, isn't that amazing? Where is TV? Where are they say it's spiders? Where are the entomologists? Where are the curious scientists? Why aren't they out there reporting on this? And why is it just citizen reporters just on their daily journey? I don't understand it. And then citizens have to go and pay money to have them tested. And why is this? So here's men 2011ism or 2000, yeah. This is a pretty good video, and he's been taking so many videos of these like shiny light things and I watched this one, and they actually shoot out of these elongated light things and these little round photon, what you might imagine a photon to be, but much bigger, shooting out. So check that out, just your everyday shining energy orb. He's got lots and lots of videos, and he's very intensely looking at these things. But then I wanted to show you this. All right. This is an interview with this guy. And this is Silk Optics. Silk Optics. And this is a really good photonics media. This is Silk Optics. They put gold on here and they put it on food, and listen to what he has to say.
Edible. It's kind of like gold leaf in a fancy restaurant, and so instead of having just the gold leaf on as garnish on food, we shape it as an antenna, and we put.
Okay, they shape it as an antenna. Do you really want to have an antenna going into you? They put it on cheese and things. Listen.
Put these appliques on cheese and on fruit and on whatever, so you could eat the sensor along with the food.
Okay, now why do we want to eat a sensor along with the food? And sometimes they talk about how good these things are. They can attack tumors, cancer tumors, and things like that. But don't you think that some of our cells are going to get annoyed at having these things always put in us? And if all these medicines and everything are going to have sensors and antennas, isn't that going to like irritate our cells and make them go cancerous? I don't know. Something doesn't seem right about this. And look at this, photons. Okay, don't know. It's all quite creepy to me. All quite creepy. So, now, what is the point of having all this great technology when we have the remarkable rise of mental illness in Britain? This is October 30th, 2012. There's one I have here on the rise of mental illness in the U.S. If you look that up, mental illness in the U.S., you have so many articles. Look. One of them said the astounding rise of mental illness in the U.S. Doesn't it look the same? This is called power of suggestion, making people go crazy, and then everyone has to take this medicine. So, all right, here's some edible nanoscale optical sensors could detect harmful bacteria and produce, but here's all the nano everything. I don't even want to buy new clothes because it has nanoparticles, and you know, the people that have Morgellons and everything. Nanoelectronics, nanotoxicology, nanoanalysis, nano-optics, nanophotonics. It's just nano everything. And of course, DARPA is involved. DARPA is involved. Okay, here's DARPA's Plan X. Okay, October 15th and 16th, all this is new. DARPA outlined its plans to 350 software engineers, cyber researchers, and human-machine interface experts. Human-machine interface experts. So do you think the guy with the photonics with the gold applique that is also an antenna and a sensor, do you think that is connected to the human-machine interface? Because those photonic, those gold wafer things, they need a machine to monitor those, but will these be connected to will this be part of the human-machine interface that turns us into cyborgs? Maybe. Okay, here's another one. And don't forget, there are these things like dendrimers that are brand new also. Getting out of control. Okay, Densmer shares DARPA grant to design new synthetic biology assembly line. They have this thing, DARPA has something called living foundries. So they're just going to pump out this stuff cheaper and cheaper. And who knows where it's going to go? Well, it looks like it's going into webs falling out of the sky that people are going to breathe in. And here's something, another word to look up, siderophores. I tried to look that up, but every time I open up one of these articles, there are more and more and more words to learn. But let's see. Did I show you this? Maybe I showed you that, but this is a chem web from James Mulholland. But yeah, I did show you this. Oh my gosh, what in the world? What in the world is that? So the reason I think that DARPA and everyone is so interested in light is because we really are photons operating material bodies. And, you know, sunflowers absorb photons in their DNA from the sun. And light is so amazing. Oh my gosh. And if you read this Bill Donohue's site, hiddenmeanings.com, he's going to tell you a lot about light, photons, God, new meaning, how he interprets the Bible. It's really fantastic. And for myself, I found this. I was led by going to hiddenmeanings.com, and this inspired me really in a big way. I was researching the word because the word for cherubim is kruv, K-R-U-V. And it's also the word for cabbages. And also it fits in with cauliflower. So cauliflower is mentioned in this article right here. I won't take time to find it, but cherub, cabbage, cauliflower. And doesn't cauliflower look a little bit like a brain? But the truth is, on the Hidden Meanings website, he has a drawing on there of a part in the brain, the cerebellum, or cerebrum, or I forgot, which is a word connected to cherubim, and it is shaped like an angel with wings. So inside your dark brain is where you see light. You can look at a candle and you will see the light of that candle inside your dark brain. And that's where you will find God, in your pineal gland, which is where Jacob found God, in the place called pineal, something like that. Look it up. It's fantastic. So you go inside your dark brain in a dark, quiet room, let the melatonin flow, and you can connect to God, and nothing can harm you. And a lot of the things that Jesus said come alive when you think of it like this, because everything in the Bible is symbolic for the body. So, some funny things are happening with photons and DNA and synthetic biology. Something is coming alive. So, good luck everyone, and God bless you. Thank you for listening to this, and know that you are a being of light. And it's really wonderful to know. Okay, take care. God bless everyone. Thanks for listening.